mindfulness and obedience study. The program is PhD student as well. So we have a two class, and then you are lucky. You got the two student, like two program together. Okay. So, uh, before the class, I would like to introduce you about the most venerable Dr. Kondala. He's the meditation master from the Myanmar, and also he is the founder of the Moko Vipassana, the International Meditation Center in Bien Ule. He's already graduated 2020, right? Very well. I'm
23,
sorry.
23,
21, right?
23, 2023.
23, I got it. 2023 PhD from IBSC, and also he already graduated about the mindfulness master as well. His is very excellent venerable because I mostly he really enjoying to practice meditation as well. So I would like to invite the most venerable Dr. Kondala. I'm really appreciate to collaboration about this course and this lecture, today lecture. So before the class, maybe I would like to invite all the participants and the student to pay homemade the three triple gem. Arahant Sama Sambuddho Bhagava Bhutang Bhagavang
Bhagavantam
Abhivade Swakhato Bhagavata Namo Amma Namasami Subhatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sangham Namami Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Okay, Venerals. So now you can start your lectures.
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable Dr. Neminda. Because of him, so I'm very glad to see you all. I'm very happy to see you, everyone. So before we start, so we should practice for mindfulness for 5 minutes. Breathe in, breathe out, the Anapanasati. Today, the topic is that one. So we should practice before our lecture. So please properly your body posture. And then, so as you know, Anapanasati, Bhavana. So gently close your eyes. Focus your tip over your nasal. And focus one mind. Every breathe in, every breathe out. The focus point is tip over your nasal. Don't miss every breathe in, every breathe out. Times is up. Thank you very much. So I would like to show my slide. Yes. So shall we start now? And my topics is the base on Apana Sutta, the happiness and well-being, the Buddhist perspective with the Anapana Sati Sutta. So first of all, this why I give these topics. So Anapanasati Sutta is, very profound, and not only breathe in, breathe out meditation, but also insights meditations, and then the including all in the, all our Tipitakas inside there. So this is very important topics, the Anapanasati Sutta. So this is very lucky to learn and today. So I am also very happy to share you. So let's go. How to go? I have no experience with the slide to go. Yes. Yeah, introductions in our pursuits of the happiness and well-being. Various perspective and philosophy offer insight and guidance. One such profound, yes, our Buddhism that delves into the nature of happiness, find a cause of sufferings, that predicts the path to genius well-being. So this Anapana Sutta is the one of the most profound. So this is the who teach Buddha at the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi. These are many monks participate, and then they have the many psychic power, and they learn and they teach their disciple. So that is so very interesting, this sutta, Anapanasati Sutta. So it explains how mindful of breathing anapanasati leads to step-by-step samadhi concentrations. And then second step, vipassana, insight, and finally to liberation, nibbana. So everyone wants to see the happiness, but we have challenge. And although others, we have the negative emotion as well, in surrounding. I don't know how to move. Okay. So that is the very the first of all, one kind of happiness. That is the generosity as well in our base very visits of the Buddhisms. We had charity, donation, some this is some we don't expect, and then expect to another. So we give the some small donation. So this is also one kind of happiness. And then we have not only dana, but also in the deeper dana, sila, bhavana. We have the so go to them. That is the 16 step of Anapanasati. This is the bhavana, we can say. inside. The practice is divided into the 4 groups. As you know, the Kayanupassana, Venanupassana, Chaitanupassana, and Dhammanupassana. So how became the 16? So Chaitanupassana is the 4 steps, and so on. Dhammanupassana, so all together 16 steps of Anapanasati. So this is the base on the breathe in, breathe out, and then how change to the contemplation of the body. And then second is the contemplation of the feeling. That is the how to change to contemplation of the mind. And finally, how to change to contemplation of the Dhamma. So that is the very deep. So let's see, we can step by step we should go. So Kayanupassana Satipatham. So how to link with the Kayanupassana Satipatham? So first of all, we should know the Anapanasati. Anapana means the breathe in, breathe out. Sti means the mindfulness. So the mindfulness of breathe in, breathe out. So this is Anapanasati. So this is the one step. So Kayanupassana, the contemplation of the body. How linked with the Kayanupassana and Anapana, breathe in, breathe out. See here, this is number 1 step. So we already told you the 16 step. So this is the number 1 is breathing long. You know, I'm breathing long. When breathing. So this is also one kind of Kayanupassana. So with together breathing. And then another second step is the breathing short. As you know, I breathe in short. Sometimes we breathe in short. This is the many levels that according to that sutta. And then we train, we experience the whole body and breathe out. Sometimes like this. Sometimes short breathing, sometimes long breathing. Sometimes we have the initial, middle, and the ends, something like this. So the 4th step is I will calms and body, breathe in, breathe out. So this is the calm body became because of the Anapana meditation, breathe in, breathe out, and together Kayanupassana. This step, the cultivating mindfulness, and our mind is calming mind. This is very good. So why we should practice the mindfulness and breathe in, breathe out, calming mind? Because we are, without mindfulness, without concentration, we cannot go to the wisdom. So that is Buddha also says. So this is the very important. This is the samatha meditations and vipassana is the mixing. If we know the one pointedness of mind, every breathe in, every breathe out, before we practice 5 minutes, that is for concentration. That is the samatha meditation, not vipassana, not insight meditation, not yet. When you go Kayanupassana Satipatham, if you focus on a one point, breathe in, breathe out, never missing tip of your nose. Every breathe in, every breathe out. That is, your mind is stable and a calming mind. This is the samatha meditation. But if you change your mind, that is your breathings. One breathings, the Kayanupassana is we have the combined Pathavi, Tejo, Abo, Vaya, and then the heat, and then by. So this is also combined in our L. L is these are one kind of the vibration. You notice that vibration, this is just arising and passing away. When we breathe in, that vibration is gone. After breathing, pass away. If you notice, you change your mind is this is inside vipassana. This is also kaya nupassana. So this is quite different. This is my own experience, and then I read according to Satipatthana Sutta as well. This study is very good. That study cultivate mindfulness and calming. And then another slide. So if we understand the mindfulness, so this is including in the Noble Eightfold Paths. So Buddha also said like this step by step, and inside the Sila, Samadhi, and Pinya. So as you know, this is very, very the units, and every students and understood. So Sila, virtue, the right speech, right action, right livelihood. This three is a Sila. And then Buddha, a fourth part is Sama Jiwa, is the right livelihoods. This is very important now. Now in the war, they selling what? Weapon, and then the gun, selling the drop bombs of the drone. This is to make sajiwa, not livelihood. This the visits is so in the war, it the visits the human right or the ethics is destroyed already, as you know, in the war. This is our visit level. This is not right livelihoods. So this is very important now. Now we face in the war, So Buddhists must avoid the trading the firearm here, the slabs, intoxicants as well. So this is very important. The trading the weapon and fighter jets, something like this. So this is so terrible. So this is the very visit level of the sila destroy already. How can go the upper level? We cannot peace in the future, in the present as well. So long before the modern age of the Buddhas advocated the abolitions of the slavery. So the virtue also one kind of happiness and well-being in our ethics, very important. So we have no weapon, we have no nuclear bomb, so we are happy in the war. So we have faced this time now. So go to second step, tranquility meditation with happiness. As the emotion earlier, the eightfold parts, the whole is set to help one achieve these qualities, in particular area mental cultivation, which includes right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentrations are the mental skill and to use for achieving happiness. This is for concentration. This is the samadhi. So we should go roughly, and then this is including that samadhi, including our Anapanasati Bhavana as well. This is the Buddhist psychotherapy, the techniques of mindfulness, insight meditation, vipassana, this cognitive behavior therapy, something like this. So negative emotions we have the face in daily life with sadness, anger, fear, the mental disorder, and a depression as well, something like this. So how to apply our, this is the breathe in, breathe out meditation. So this also we should learn, and we should know, and we should practice as well. So this is I'm take from This is the university or the Bidamar. This when I saw this picture, so very beautiful and all in one, they put together. So this is very beautiful, the structure to our solving problem. So these were so very good. This day in here in the middle, the Eightfold Noble Path, and with the mindfulness. So this day in the middle part, in the lower part is basic level is that we need to fulfill the presets, and the 5 presets, 8 presets, 10 presets, 227 presets for monk, and then 10 meritorious deeds. This is the dana, sila, samatha, vipassana, something like this. This is 32, 38 Mangala Sutran, morality as well. This jhana meditation is concentration part. This is the intermediate part. This is including our, the anapana, the Bhavana in concentration. This is the jhana meditation. We have as you know, that we have the 4 state of jhana when we practice the step by step. This is the concentrated mind, and then our mind is, begin the absorption, the fast absorption. So together with the 5 factor, something like this, and the second absorption together with the 4 factors. So later on, very very deeper concentration and absorption is the 4th jhana, is with the only 1 factor, that is the equanimity. So that is all our concentration, or our samadhi, and then go to the upper level, the wisdom. And so we can say also a higher morality as well. This go to Eightfold Paths. So this is the roughly explain. And finally, we can gain when we practice that our mind is, begin at the happiest mind, and the ultimate, the realization that is Nibbana. This is the way, So ultimate helping Nibbana with the we need to apply the Eightfold Paths, and then enlightenment, the end of suffering, removing all the cravings, the anger and delusion, how happiness. This is the nirvana definition. So how to practice contemplation on sensations or feelings. This is the contemplation of feeling or sensation with an anupassana. How to link with an anupassana, with the anapana. This is I shall this method as well. 2 methods: mindfulness meditations or tranquility meditation, and vipassana. This is samatha and vipassana. How to overcome the negative emotion to be the happy life. So we face every day, depressions and our, the sadness, the broken heart. So how to face with the applying vipassana. So that is I roughly explain the contemplation or the feeling according to this Sultan, very short. So he will experience rapture. Sometimes we feel, a good feeling. This is also one kind of feeling. We have experience. We will experience, feeling. Sometimes we have the happiness, sukha. Sometimes we mental formation experience. Sometimes we calm some mental formation. This is to practice the Vedana Nupassana. So why we should practice with an Anupassana? The mind became a joyful and peaceful mind and supporting deeper concentration as well. So investigating the technique of the Vipassana meditation. So the investigating the techniques and develop of the practice as well. Is the practical application, this study offer value insight into how the one of the Mogul Vipassana as well. This is Mogul Sierra. I take from the Mogul Sierra, this is. And one daily experience, Furthermore, it highlights the comprehending the dependent origination as well. This is I explained roughly, and then how connection with the dependent origination and then the mindfulness Vipassana meditation, that is the applying techniques of within Anupassana. This is the Mogul Sierra way. If you are interested, you can learn from this. So that is also one very good. We know very wise the how practice feeling, That's the Sutta sets that we have the Sukha, the Raksha, and then some kind of neutral feeling. So we have the three feeling, Sukha, Dukkha, and Upekkha. The pleasure, unpleasure, and neutral feeling. So if we remember these three feelings, you can practice the Uddhana with the breathe in, breathe out meditation. So that's Mogul Sayadaw explain also. So very, very similar and very linked together with Anupassana in different sensations, same. So Upekkha Vedana, that is. And then this is, he explained that our eye base, ear base, nose, and tongue. When I see you, when you see me, just so. This is what kind of feeling? Neutral feeling. This is on your eye base, became a neutral feelings. Ear, whatever what I say, you understand and you hear, just so. Not happy, not sad. So that is the neutral feeling, right? And then nose as well, whatever we smelly, and then whatever we eat on your tongue. So this is neutral feeling. This is a four kind of neutral feeling in different sensation as well. And then on our body, this is different. On our body, sometimes biting mosquito. This is the unpleasant feeling on your body. Sometimes now I open the fan and air condition room. So these are pleasant feelings on your body. These are two kind of feelings on your body. So on our body, eye base, ear base, nose base, and tongue base, these are indifferent sensation or neutral feeling. On our body is the pleasant feelings and unpleasant feeling. So this is the we call the sixth feeling now. And then seven is the somanasa vedana inside. When in our mind, pleasant feeling, sometimes we are happy, became a, rapture, something like this. Inside they're very happy. So this is inside, in the mind. This is somanasa vedana, pleasant sensation. And then sometimes so we angry with someone. So from your inside, this is unpleasant feeling. So get it? And sometimes you stay at home, nobody talks with him. So in your mind, what happens? A neutral feeling as well. So three feeling in your mind base, pleasant feelings, sometimes unpleasant feeling, sometimes neutral feeling in your mind. So altogether, 9 feeling. Before I explain 6 feeling, and now the inside in your mind base, the 3 feeling, that is your objects to contemplate those objects. This is to apply the Vedanupassana. So how to practice? So let's see. With the meditation, feeling sensation with the pleasant, unpleasant nutrient that I explained already. That is, I roughly explained this is the 12 links. The number one is our past life. Number two is in the present life. Our five with the five aggregates. Number three is the present life as well. With the if we can practice in the present moment, number two, and between number two and number three, we will continue go to the future periods. This is the life cycle. If we can practice, now we learn now Anapanasati, mindfulness, and breathe in, breathe out meditation, and inside meditation, if we practice between number two and number three group, this is the present moment. At that time, this is broke down in the present moment because we practice. See, number two is the Vedananupassana. Vedana Niyoda, Tana Niyoda. If we can practice on our, we have three feelings, and pleasant, unpleasant, neutral feeling. We can practice those feelings. We can break down here. Vedana Niyoda, Tana Niyoda. Vedana cessation and Tana stopping. So this is a breakdown. This is very, very good for our roadmap to attain a nirvana. This dependent origination. So this is roughly I explain. And then, so this is the how to feeling here, three feeling in our daily life, We alive with the sensation or we alive with the feeling in our daily life. Whatever we stay, we cannot we cannot deny this three feeling. So pleasant feeling, sometimes we happy, this pleasant feel. Sometimes we greeting each other. How are you? And I'm there. I'm good. I'm very fine. This you say yourself, I'm pleasant feeling. You can contemplate those things, Sometimes, how are you? No good. So I'm not very good. Well, so it is you explain yourself the unpleasant feeling. So it is the middle pass in life. Sometimes, how are you today? Just so. This is what I explain. I'm neutral feeling. So like this. So this is we have the three feelings or three sensations. If you notice like this, very good, because you know reality. Every time we know, and this the man, this the woman, this the monk, this the powerful person. We thinking is we lost our identity. This our identity is the only three feeling, because of we focus on the Vedananupassana like this. If you want to practice Chaitanya mind, we should know our mind is how to the walking. We should know the identity and the reality. So that is the three feeling is something like this. We alive every day, every time. Now what we alive now? I think just so. What I say, sometimes not very good. Venerable Kundala teaching is not very good. So you feel is unpleasant feeling. Oh, it's very good. That's the Dr. Neminda teaching. So this became a pleasant feeling. Oh, someone teaching is just so. So this is the neutral feeling. We feeling with this. So we understand this is the impact of vipassana. So impact of vipassana meditation not only enable individual experience personal liberation, nirvana, but also assist to overcome our emotional afflictions and such as sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, and This is the remove and then maintain a system. This is the to begin a well-being, you know, happiness and well-being, because of this is the impact of vipassana. This is very practically. Who practice vipassana, who practice 4 foundations of mindfulness, he can get the benefits, you know. And Buddha also said in the Mahasri Prana Sutta, the Soka Parideva Na Samak Tekamaya, Dukkha Domanatana Atingamaya, Nyayata Dikamaya. Buddha said like this. Who practice 4 foundations of mindfulness? We can overcome sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and then attain the nirvana as well. So this is very good. We learn from the Anapanasati meditation. So now we are practical time. Any other want to any question during what we talking today, and then any question, and then after that we should practice for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then like this. And then any question, and what I say today, and then I'm very further experienced to share you, and then I want to know your feedback, and then your the question, some question if I can, so I can answer, and then if not, so I can ask and our master, and then I will say again.
May I ask, please?
Yes, please.
Actually, I know that Anapanasati is very popular to do that, but for myself, it is difficult for me, because when I start to do breath in and breath out, it's not familiar with me. I for myself, I like use some force to control my breath in, breath out. So I think we can like study how to in many ways that we can practice meditation, but we can use like not not can do everything, every method, but we can select that something that suitable for us, right? Or we should go to the Anapanasati again.
Yeah, this is very suitable. When we practice, understand what you say during for example, the Vinanupassana Diptan. So, example, the contemplation on your feeling at a time. We can go to the breathe in, breathe out. This is the host, you know. Breathe in, breathe out is a horse meditation host, because you know sometimes we missing the meditation object. At a time, you focus on breathe in, breathe out. But if you measure vipassana time, don't go, the concentration only. You go to the inside, do the breathe in, breathe out. For example, when we breathe in, if you're, I explain just with Anupassana, okay? When we breathe in with normally, this is just so. This is a neutral feeling you alive. When you breathe in, neutral feeling gone. This is inside meditation as well. With the breathe in, breathe out with the feeling contemplation. When you breathe in, normally, normal, this is a neutral feeling pass away. When we breathe out, with the neutral feeling as well. Sometimes when you painful on your body, what happened in your breathing become very faster and very breathing beyond. At the time your inside your mind is a little bit unsatisfactory. At the time your mind is changing unpleasant feeling with the breathe in, breathe out. At the time, breathe in, breathe out is very route and not slowly, the faster. At the time, you focus those the faster, and then breathing all these the unpleasant feelings pass away, and breathe out unpleasant feeling pass away. You notice or you contemplate, you observe those things. That is the how breathe in, breathe out, and the mindfulness the with Nanupasana. Thank you.
So just let it be. Don't focus on that very much, right? Just a normal breath.
Yeah, normal. Mostly, we are normal. Now we breathe and breathe out is normal. Sometimes we are very painful on your body. At the time you breathe in, breathe out is not normal. You breathe out very, very faster, and then you're quite difficult. At the time also you don't focus though the very painful on your body because you can catch because so painful. At the time you change your, inside. What happened? You are breathing very faster, and then you focus though, but don't focus on your air. Feeling inside.
You feel
Sensation.
it.
Yeah, that is very important. With together, very faster. The unpleasant feeling gone. Breathe out. Very difficult to breathe out. Unpleasant feeling gone. Sometimes when you contemplate those, very disappear easily, and then you can overcome those things, and then normally some sensation appear. So focus to. Okay, like this.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bande, Dr. Neminda, we can hear you. You want to say something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, most memorable, sharing your experience. I would like to share some things. For example, now the most memorable, he's sharing about the technique from the dependent origination that we call Paticcasamuppadas. So that most memorable, he trying to explain about the first slide. The first slide. In the first slide, we can understand that two technique in our university. In our university, we have one technique that we exploring about our breathe in and breathe out. That is in our university MCU method, and also we call Mahasi, right? In our university, we use this technique Mahasi. But another one that now the most memorable, he trying to explain about according to dependent origination. It's made that like a paticca So dependent origination, dependent co-origination. Now he trying to explain. Another one that we have now our topic, Anapanasati Sutta, this Sutta. So most memorable, he sharing the first slide. That's the breathe. If you breathe in, it's a long breathing, right? It's a long breathing that we have long, and also the short. And in this sutta as well, long breathing and short breathing. The same dependent origination. They also explain about that. One more sutta also Mahasatiparana Sutta. Satiparana Sutta, Mahasatiparana Sutta. Two more sutta. But this sutta is similarly about the Mahasi method. So in MCU and Mahasi method is based on Mahasatiparana Sutta and Satiparana Sutta. we use the long and short. And also the last one that we call sapakaya is the whole body, whole body. What is different now we are here? We would like to explore this sutta, what the Buddha taught to us to practice is similarly or the difference. So if we see that this sutta that's long, in also this sutta also he mentioned, almost also he mentioned about this long venerable. And also the short also. Of course, the status to long is that basically we must to know we are breathed. We are breathed. This is one. And also to be awareness, to be the mindful, we must to know that we are like a breathe. If you know that if you were in on this place that you are breathing, we know long breath because the long breathing, short breathing, and the whole body, and also the last one like a you know the elements that he mentioned about the four. These are all is here is a little bit different, but this is saying long and a long. Anapanasati Sutta also they mention long breathing, short breathing. MCU and Mahasi also long breathing and short breathing. And how about the whole body? It's mean the beginning, middle, and end. But in MCU, normally we are focused to here. This is your nose. And your nose that is the first point, is beginning. It's beginning point. It's a beginning point. But after that, it's like your chart. That is the middle one. And the last one, you are abnormal. So beginning and middle and the end. That's the method of the MCU and Mahasi method. If you practice, this is the kind of the methods. Beginning, middle, and the end. Why? Because Mahasi method is mostly we focusing on the rise and falling. Right? It's not breathe in, breathe out. In an MCU, in a Mahasi, we focus to understand the rise and falling that we know. Rising, falling. It means that if you breathe in, rising. If you breathe out, falling. Rising, falling. So that's fine. That this method that we call rising, falling, all the techniques belong to MCU. We use that rising, falling. It's not breathe in, breathe out. This is the base on the Mahasiparana Sutta and Satiparana Sutta and also Mahasi method we also. But what is the difference here? This is the, we understand here, it's just me we call location. Here, here, and here. That is the location. But in Anapanasati Sutta, they never mention like that. Anapanasati Sutta, they only hear. They only hear. It's here, it's like it. That's one. Because you see, long, short, and sapagaya, this is means to the duration. The time is not location. Time is the place. Location is mean the place. It means that you choose here, there, over there. But in this sutta, Anapanasati Sutta, the Buddha, he want to ask to understand that duration. Duration means that because long, short. Long is the duration time. Short duration. And Sapakaya is the same. Here, only here. It's not chat in abnormal. No need to go in. We have to change the location as well. No need to change. If you change that, it is location. It's mean the location mean that if you are family with the practice or the MCU, it doesn't matter because you have a lot of experience here, here, there, here, there. That's according to this one. But only rise and falling, your mind that should be abnormal. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, rise and fall. But if you try to practice the whole Sapakaya, 3 points, middle, beginning, middle, and end. But it's not easy. It's not easy. You can try to practice about this one. Breathe in. It's very quickly. How can we observe? How can we observe for beginner? But if you're advanced level, it's a fine. But if you're a beginner, there's how can we 3 point is beginning, a middle, and an end. So these three location, this three means that we understand that's a kind of a location. But this sutta is not location. This location is like a duration in periods. So that's the reason why long, short, and here only. If you breathe in, is touch your nose at that beginning. The air is the touch inside your nose. That is the middle. Maybe end, maybe long or short. It doesn't matter. The end or the breathe is the end. That's the duration. So you see how difference between the two sutta. But normally you on MCU, you're very familiar with the MCU practice. You will practice that's kind of the method. But this sutta, the Buddha want to give the message duration. This is very interesting. This morning also I'm sharing about this one, this sutta, because there's a lot of technique why the Buddha taught two or three sutta. If you say Mahasatipatthana Sutta and only one way, Ikayano Ayamago Satana Visuddhiya. Why the Buddha he again about this sutta? We have a reason why the Buddhas he trying to explain about this sutta. It's innate because he said only he already proclaimed, he already claimed that it is only one way. Only one way. That is enough to practice for everyone. But the Buddha is trying to explain about this one. So now this is the two methods. This is the MCU and Mahasi method that we very familiar. I know you mostly all you are very familiar with that kind of the methods, right? And some student you have experience. I know that because last year when we joined the council, all the meditation master, they trying to explain and give the methods to beginning like this, the rising, falling, rising, falling. So, but some new practitioner at the beginner, it's not familiar. How can we forget here or here? Now it's very sometimes crazy that for us like it. So this is the kind of the method, but this is our topic that we are learning from this Sutta. What kind of the method we have or we should learn like it. But now in the Venerable, he trying to explain about this dependent origination. So I would like to ask most Venerables, if you are very excellent person to expert to study about this sutta, so is this anything is different or is it same? If you say the same, which method is the same? Can you share your experience, most Venerable?
Yes, very good. Your question and your explanation with
I'm sorry, we can't hear you.
Can you hear
How
me?
should we do that?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Venerable, we can't
Yeah.
hear you.
Can you, oh, sorry.
Yes, so sorry.
Can you hear other online?
Yeah, we can.
You can.
မကြားရဘူးဖေ။မကြားရဘူး။
ရှင်မြတ်ကြားရတယ်
ပြောကြည့်ပါဦးဗျ။
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay. ကျွန်မ
Yeah.
ပြောကြည့်
Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is technical problem. So how different between the Anapanasati and dependent origination, Anapanasati meditation. So let's show you my slide. Where's my slide? Let's show. Okay. So that is Anapanasati Sutta means we can divide it into two parts. Anapanasati means, as you know, the mindfulness of breathing and breathing out. Not only that, but also insights. Now I explain the Kayanupasana. This is not very, I'm not very expert in Kayanupasana. I explain deeply with Nanupasana. This also connection with the Anapana meditations, breathe in, breathe out, with the how I explained already 3 feeling with the breathe in, breathe out. With our normally, we are breathing. This is the just so, not happy, not sad, just neutral feeling. When we breathe in, this is neutral feeling. When we breathe out, gone, gone, pass away, neutral, breathe out, like this. So what happened with the dependent origination? At the time, we are in the number 2 group in the present periods. That is the connection with the Vinyan, Namarupa, Salayatana, Phassa, and Vedana. We are like with the 3 Vedana, with the breathe in, breathe out, the Vedana Nupassana. In the we can say point out independent origination in the second group, and in the present moment. So this is very clear. When we focus on the Vedana Nupassana Zipatan, this is according to Anapana Sati Sutta as well. On the feeling, we are, as you know, we have 3 feeling: pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Why became a feeling? Because of phassa, contacts. So that is not only this picture is dependent origination, but also we understand now feeling. We say feeling. This is dependent origination because of that is cause and effect. Without cause, not arising feeling vedana because of contacts, pasapicca vedana. So this is very connection with the dependent origination. And then what's the result? If you understand in the present moment, this is the feeling that at the time we are no being, no human, no you, no I. This non-self. This is we can dispel, Sakaya Deity, the identity view. We can dispel because of we understand dependent origination, not only on a paper or not only this picture. We understand from those picture on inside this feeling how became combined with the the Jakkhong Chapadecha Rupecha Opachati Jakku Vinyana Tenan Tinkti Phassa Phassa Picha feeling Vedana. So without these 3, so we cannot begin the feeling. So if we understand this cause and effect, this is dependent origination. This is how related with our breathe in, breathe out. And then when we begin a breathing, because this air is, without mind, we cannot appear, we cannot breathe in, breathe out without mind. So without feeling as well. So that is all in the connection. So if we understand dependent origination, we will result it, we will dispel wrong view, Sakaya Ditti. At the time, when we practice, this practicing insight is very powerful. In Pali, Blawa Vipassana, and powerful. And then you can attain the nirvana, the first stage of nirvana very easily because you understand your wrong view and begin a right view. That is what I explained, the connection with the Anapana, Satipatthana meditation and dependent origination. Thank you, John. I don't know how to close.
Yes, thank you, Venerable. So do you have any question in the on-site class? You got the point? Yeah, okay. Is it from me to me or from Ms. Minerva?
Yeah, I have a question related to the applied vipassana to help us to reduce the disease, the pain. And if some patients they have illness or disease in the internal organ, for example, the cancer patient under chemotherapy. So, do you have any recommendation when they do practice vipassana? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much. Your question. This is very wonderful question, and then this is very very specific for the who is very suffer and who is called the unknowing disease. So this is we can say that is called the unpleasant feeling. We can classify like this. This is became some painful, not only unpleasant feeling when we suffer, when we give the chemotherapy, when whatever we receive the unpleasant feeling sometimes. Not only that, very soon or later, you feel is a pleasant feeling as well. Sometimes neutral feeling. If we notice, but those kind of the person mostly are unpleasant feeling. And then on your body, in your stomach, very painful. In your it is also the body pain feeling. We can say like this. Unpleasant feeling is in your mind. That is, if we notice like this, you know the feeling, you know the sensation. This is you just watch and observe. And then you aware, oh, that is just arising and pass away. You watch and observe like this. And then if very painful on your body because of cancer, and then you focus on your teeth or your nasal as well. What happened? What feelings on your breathe in, breathe out? Very painful. Your feeling is the unpleasant and very rough and very quickly and breathe in, breathe out. You focus there. This is not me, not mine. This is just because of the cancer effect, and then very painful. And then focus on the breathe in, breathe out. Not only the one point, but also that is the just arising and passing away. This feelings is always impermanence. At a time, he will be released some stress. That's kind of cancer person. That is what I explained this. The best example is in Buddha teachings and Phekuna Sutta. You can press in the Phekuna Sutta. That what I say that Phekuna Sutta is, even though your mind is painful, don't let mind in your mind. Body is painful. Like cancer is painful, but don't let mind in your mind. That Sutta is very beautiful. So that is to contemplate those the arising and passing away like this. Thank you.
Yeah. Minanda. Okay, Rajendra Minanda. Hello, Venerable or the Mister or the Miss?
Rajendra, Amananda.
Yeah.
Please. Yes, please.
Yes, Venerable.
Yes.
Can you repeat it once again?
Which part are you missing? Yeah, question. Someone want to question. So hi.
Not now.
Yeah,
Rajendra.
I raise the hand. So can I put my question now?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I participated several times in the Vipassana camp in Kathmandu with Goenka, Satyanarayana Goenka, long back in 1982. And I went again also. That was good experience for me and for my mom, for my wife also very good experience. But there are some reporting now on YouTube and some by celebrities also that they didn't have good experience. Just after Anapana, some got like the anxiety attacks and they couldn't continue. It was very difficult. And once I went with a friend of mine, and that friend had just after 2 days, he got a very strange kind of behavior that he was shouting and he was jumping and everything. And so he had to left the camp. And later when I asked why you are doing all these kind of things, and he said that he didn't know that he was totally unconscious. He didn't know that what he was doing. He didn't have any memory of what he has done, that strange behavior. Actually, he is very normal person, no kind of any mental problem. And in later life also, there was no any mental problem. So, is it good for everyone, or if these kind of things happen, how we can treat, and can we know in advance that this technique will not suit for these people?
Yes. What you want to know, I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Dhamma, the Vipassana meditation is, I think, yeah, this is my personal opinions. Good for everyone, but the teacher,
Mhm.
the mentor, or the instructor is very important.
Mhm.
This is very important. If instructor is wrong message, so the disciple or the practitioner is the wrong action as well. This is very important. Depend on the master, depend on the instructor.
Mhm.
Why I say Buddha also mentioned and asked to Ananda, you became an achievement depend on what kind of depend on you. Ananda explain depend on the teacher and depend on the the disciple, the hub by hub. He explained, Ananda explained to the Buddha. Buddha rejects that Sultan also. I forgot that Sultan, Buddha reject. Buddha said totally depend on the master. The technique. I don't mean other technique. I mean the Buddha teaching, the Vipassana technique to liberation depend on the master, depend on your mentor, depend on your instructor, Vipassana instructor. Very important. That is the totally depend on those. And then what he say he practice, he can be overcome what the struggles in daily life that you said non-conscious. So that is so he can explain the master depend on master technique. That is very important. That's why when we practice meditation, we have the previous, we take the five factor. One is you worship to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and then second, we pardon to the troubled genes, and then who is the beneficial, the parents or teacher. We should do like this, and then we sense our loving kindness to those who the whole world. This is the three steps. And then we sharing our merits. And then number fifth is that we practice the Madananusati as well. We have to die sooner or later. We have no confront tomorrow. We have no confront this evening. So we will die anytime. We can practice this Madananusati as well. At a time, we pay homage, and then we ask the how to practice the Kamatan. We ask the Kamatana by Buddha teaching. Yeah. So this is before practicing, we do like this. The important thing is the send loving kindness, and then the sharing our merits, and then we pardon the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and then the who is the beneficial, who is the benefit person, the parents and the teacher. This is very important. If we believe yourself at a time, you can practice, no problem. Because I have over 15 years experience when I practice, and then I share over 10 years I open meditation retreats for 7 days, 10 days in my country. So that is, I never seen like that person. So thank you. You know what I say. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, when most venerable and student who want to ask the question about us. I think I also agreed the venerable, because in Ajahansa last year, I'm want to Italy and Hungary with the Ajahansa together 5 months ago. The time all the Hungarian people, they are Christian, it's not Buddhist. But some of things are Buddhist, it's Vajrayana tradition, it's not Theravada tradition. So they know about the some Tantra and Mantra as well. So the time there, some of practitioner, they have a meditate munch. It's me, they have like a mental problem. It's abnormal. So when they come to the meditation center, some practitioner is very seriously. It means that it's not abnormal. They smoke too much, and they are like a rocky style, and they know we are Buddhist monk, but they cannot show their respect. I mean, we don't want about the respect, but we just want to know that who we are. That's innate. No need to respect, no need to, that's all. But it's just that concerned with that's what he mentioned about now. Because Ajahn I asked to the Ajahn, Ajahn, you see, the people is not easy. I think because in my experience, I have just a little experience, because the Ajahn he is more experienced better than me. So I asked to the Ajahn, is this easy to train him to them? Because when I see the behavior is not family with me, so Ajahn said, don't worry, Venerable. Just lay down. Let them be. Okay. So the first day and the second day is very difficult to talk about the Western people. It's mean they are very strictly. Last lecture I already shared about the use about the pillow and the like a They are sitting because they sitting down. Normally in our Asia, we sitting across, but in Western people, normally they sitting like it, and they put it in here, and they are sitting like this. They never across is a half in full loaded. They just use a pillow or some chair, small chair to put it out here, and they sitting like that. So this is a tradition. So the tradition is not easy to change for them. And also, we also, ah, you see, Ajahn, how should we do that? He said that Ajahn Hansa said, okay, let them be. We started training to them. And the last day, we discussed with Ajahn Nanapan and me and Ajahn Hansa. Ajahn Hansa, he called us to discuss about that. How should we do that to change the tradition and the abnormal behaviors? Because they are very strictly their tradition. So we decision that one is to believe the Buddha first. So now the director of the mindfulness programs, Dr. Nanapan, she is a performance. She do the performance to show according to the Thai tradition. Like we slowly, if you sitting down, you put it that in your left, put it on your hand, and slowly, and your hand erase, and also the like Anjali, Wanda, Abiwa is calm, like very slowly. We just training to how to respect the Buddha and Dharma and Sangha. We must to try beginning start. We cannot say this is meditation, this is vipassana, this is mindfulness. Cannot, because they are not familiar with it. This very beginner. They don't know who is the Buddha. We know who is the Buddha already because our parents, our traditions very familiar with it, right? But very strange for the European people. They don't know who is the Buddha. Whenever we try to explain, is this the Buddha? This is the Buddha. No, they don't believe that. Like we, for example, the Christian man, some of the Christian people, when they explain about the God in Bible, did you believe that? No, you would say, I don't believe that like this because you're not familiar with it. The problem is that's not different religion. Problem is that we don't know. That's reason why we didn't believe. That's we have to change their emotional mind. Because before the practice meditation, we need to know who is the Buddhas, who is the Dharma is, who is the Sangha. So Ajahn like in Anapan, she trying to performance in front of the practitioner. She really good to show the performance and very slowly to like a injury and very slowly according to the Thai tradition. Actually, in our country, I'm from Myanmar, we don't have about this one very slowly, but we have also the rules and regulation how to respect the Buddha pipelines. If, if we want to respect the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, it should be complete the pipelines. Your head, your elbow, your hand, and your knee, it should be touch in the floor. There's a point. But in Thai, it's more detail. Thai tradition is more detail, more emphasized to the Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha. In my opinion, it is better than for the beginner or the European peoples because you try to teach and sharing about the techniques, you need to do very strictly and very systematically. That is more important one. Don't be too easy. Don't be too like a just no, it's not like this. If you try to do like this, maybe later you cannot change that kind of the people. So if you start at the first step, it's more important to change the people. So now I want to say it's me. The question is that he's shooting sometime and unconsciousness is like an abnormal behavior. Yeah, we can practice according to the Visuddhimagga, also according to the Mahasatipatthana Sutta as well. We have the Buddha already proclaimed everyone can practice Anapanasati Sutta. Anapana is very flexible for everyone because it is very easy to understand, very easy to the claim. That's why. So I agree with most venerable. Before the practice, we should to respect the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. If you respect the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, your mind is more powerful. And also Ajahn Hansa, he shared me about his experience. Before he practiced, he devoted his life. Or for example, okay, the Lord's like the Buddha. Now I will practice meditation 1 hour, 2 hours. During 2 hours, I give my life to the Buddhas. Like he deserves and he devotes his life to the Buddha. It means that we call in aditana in Pali. In aditana, it is more important one. If you do the aditana, it means English we call determined, determination. It's necessary. If you determine that to offering my life, my body, I will offer to the Buddha. During this time, during practice meditation, I want that to be more concentrate, more easy, more peaceful like that. So that's the reason why now I sharing my experience. Now the most people he sharing about that before faint is before the practice. The faint is more important. So without the faint to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, maybe you can't practice. If you can practice, but just sit in, not mindful, not contemplate. So that's the reason why before practice meditation, we should respect Buddha Dhamma Sangha. That's to be the determined and desert your life to pray in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha like this. So thank you so much, Venerable. You are answering and also the student as well.
Dear Chan, I have a question.
Okay, to most Venerable, right?
Yes, to any. Yeah. My question is, in Buddhism, with many traditions, and there are many different kind of methods. So the Buddha said, as we all know, that the Buddha said the four foundation of mindfulness is the only way to lead to liberations. But or not just in different traditions in the Buddhist field, but to many other religion also. Whatever that one is practiced, everyone thinks their method is the best method. So how can we share to other people that this is the only method that can lead to liberation and not the other?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I will answer the first. Thank you, my dear, for your question. Actually, mindfulness is not belong to Buddha, not belong to Buddhas. This morning, I'm already explained that. Before the Buddhas, there's already mindfulness. Mindfulness means the contemplation about the samadhi or samatha. But the Buddha, he finding only one way is me insight. Is it the truth? Is it the natures? If we say that mindfulness belongs to the Buddha, why the Buddha, he never start to find? He already found the two kinds, Alada and Uttakarama Buddha, according to Ariyaprijasana Sutta. You can study learning about the one article. It's a Bhikkhu Analayo. He already mentioned how different early Buddhism and Theravada Buddhism. This is very favorite and famous book. Bhikkhu Analayo is already challenged. You proclaim you are Theravada Buddhism. He's already asked so many questions for you. What is the difference early Buddhism and Theravada Buddhism as well? Okay, let them be tasked. In my opinion, and I also read a lot of book and article, and I understand it. And according to Mahasaripana Sutta and also Ariyaprijasana Sutta, Vipassana is belong to Buddha. So for other tradition, for everyone, mindfulness can practice any kinds of way. This morning I shared about the 40 kind of the meditation objects. So this is very flexible for everyone. 40 kinds of the meditation. And this morning, one sister from Mexico, she also shared about the kasina. This is a kind of the meditation, but traditionally it's not Buddhism. But Buddhism also sometimes we copy. That's believe me, okay? Because Buddhism is later arose in India. Before the Buddhism, they have already some religions, Hindi and Brahmanism. Even though the Buddha, he laid down about the Vinaya rule is some things are from copy from other religions. For example, take care for the environments like a Buddha Karma Paripataya. This is copy from Hinduism. Hinduism. They very take care for living being, including animal and living beings. But the Buddha, that he didn't know about this one. But later, the monks, he committed, he did training the body for lay people because even though rainy season, the monks in the travelings around that's why the people they taught and speak out why the Buddha's follower, they never start, even though rainy season, even the bird, they just leave their home, not flying anywhere. But now the monks he traveling, he never stopped like that. So that's why the Buddha he promulgated one of the Vinaya rule as well. So if you study about the Vinayas, it's not only Vinaya, some of the Suttanta, these are based on the culture, based on the tradition in the Indian tradition, Indian culture. So that's why 40 meditation technique is tradition. What's tradition? Indian tradition. Indian tradition. So the Buddha, this morning I'm trying to explain that. The Buddha, he found the two guys, Uddaka and Alada. You know about this one? Uddaka and Alada. Uddaka is me. We have totally 6 philosophy, right? 6 philosopher at the Buddha time. Purana Kassapa, Azita Kila Balata, and Uttaka, and like this is six people. I forgot all that. 6 people. If you study, it's very easy. This is six philosophies, 6 philosophers. You know, the Buddha, he trying to find out the way. That's way it does to overcoming this one. This morning I'm trying to explain. The Buddha, he renowned. Why? Because he very afraid to sufferings. He overcoming the suffering. What is the suffering? Suffering is that our body and our mind, and wife and son, and also the authority that you have a power as well, like a Ryan Palace. So he afraid of the suffering. That's the reason why he renounced. If we renounce, before there's some people, the people is from other religion, Brahmanism and Hinduism, Hindi. So the Buddha found to them in the forest. So in this here the two Uddaka and like Alara and Kalama. Alara Kalama and Uddaka Rama Buddha. Alara Kalama is other tradition. Uddaka Rama Buddha is another tradition. They are not the same tradition. But the Buddha, he learned him, he learned him from them about the Lokiya jhana. We call it's 8 kind of the Lokiya jhana. It's about the concentration. The concentration. So but the Buddha, he already studied about the concentration. He said that I want the way. I want to know the way it does to overcoming the sufferings. It's me the insight meditation. So that's the reason why the Buddha continued to find it and like a practice 6 years. And during the 6 year, he also round the way, self-indulgence, self-modification. Finally, he found the noble eightfold path is the Four Noble Truths. This is the right way of the Buddha. So if we say if we know about the clearly that the way the concentration is not belong to Buddha, but the Buddha also he had been practiced when he was young. The time the Buddha is only 7 years ago, only 7 years old. His father is one ceremony in the royal palace. So the Buddha hoof, he sleep under the tree, but the tree, it does never change. The tree shade. It's the tree is the sunshine is up on the bodhisattva. The time the tree is never change. It just only up on the bodhisattva body. It's like that. It's not change the shade. It's me 7 years old. He just only very young, 7 years old, but he can contemplate about the Anapanasati. So that's the reason why the Buddha mindfulness meditation is not belong to Buddha. I mean, the Buddha already. The Buddha is, if he say mindfulness is more important, it's not justifying. The Buddha, he will say the next one is vipassana. So the Buddha, mindfulness is not enough to the Buddha. The Buddha, he wants us to understand insight meditation, vipassana. If you understand vipassana, that you are Buddhist, that you see the Buddha, real Buddha. But if you just only understand about the concentration, I'm not sure this is see the Buddha or not. Because this is not really the Buddha want to ask. The Buddha want to ask to see the truth in the nature of the mind and body. So that's it, the way we learn about that. So that's the reason why the concentration is that maybe just only stay that. And also one point that maybe the last week, one of my friends, I think they already know about that. One of my friends, he explained about that. For example, Kaya Nupassana, right? And Vedana Nupassana, Chaita Nupassana, and Dhamma Nupassana. He explained his slide. He explained that Kanupassana is only the concentration. It's mean that only samadhi, samatha. He mentioned that only samatha, but vipassana is the both. Vipassana is the both. So it's mean that like samatha in vipassana, Sitanupassana, samatha in vipassana. But Dhammanupassana is only vipassana. And according to time tradition, they really emphasize to study about this one. We have a lot of thesis and article as well about the Dhammanupassana, because Dhammanupassana is all the Dhamma is the essence, like a 5 Nivadana, 7 Bhujenga, 8 noble eightfold, it's 4 noble two. All the things are really accent on the Buddhism. The Buddhism, we focus to 5 Nivadana. Without understanding 5 Nivadana, you cannot overcome about your attachment and your sufferings. And 7 Bhujenga as well. 7 Bhujenga is me how to practice to step by step to see about the insight. And 4 Noble 2 as well. You see now most River he trying to explain about that the 4 Noble 2 as well. Noble Eightfold, but it's seen the same way. So all the things in Dhammanupassana are the real the Buddha teaching and also authentic Buddha teaching. This means really essence of the Buddhism. But in the Kaya Nupassana, it that all the people they can practice because this is only the concentration. So okay, made a conclusion because it's take a long time. Thank you, my dear On. In my opinion, and I find out some book in a sutta. Everyone can practice the mindfulness, and not only the Buddhism, everyone. Now also it's like a last 2 days, couple of days, Professor Joanna, she also explained about this already, circular mindfulness. So now today, the psychologists, they also use about the mindfulness. So mindfulness is belong to around the world. Every faith, every person, they can practice. But Vipassana, it's not like this. Vipassana is belong to Buddha. Yeah. So this is my answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chan.
Yeah. Can I share a little bit?
I think
Yeah. Carry on. Carry on.
I think this is a very important point. I'd like to say something on this for our friend who raised the question. I've been teaching mindfulness in places that you can go to jail for that. So the question is I mean, it was not only important. I think it's very vital to be clear about this. And I think Venerable, aside from the technical part that I don't understand, what he was saying that mindfulness is a universal. It's a universal capacity that every human being shares. It doesn't belong to Nepal, India, Myanmar, or any other place. Mindfulness is a psychological capacity that everyone has, and through these practices, through paying attention to breath, body, mind, and emotions, we are enhancing that capacity. Why? Because science is showing that it's just good for us. It's good for everyone. This enhancing capacity to pay attention through 50 years of research, at least 50 years of scientific research. We leave contemplative research aside. Scientific research is showing that when we pay attention to our breath and to our body and emotions and thoughts, we become happier beings. I mean, this is, nobody can dispute this anymore. It's more than 10,000 papers written on the relationship between mindfulness and well-being and health, mental and physical health. So, I mean, I understand about your question, and I've been always dealing with this, and it's a very important balance to keep as a mindfulness teacher, as a mindfulness practitioner, when you're teaching it to people, not to make it inclusive of certain religion or certain path, rather emphasizing this universality of mindfulness. And it is true; it's every culture has one way or the other. One way or the other, they have in their contemplative culture this importance of being here, being now, in different languages, but being here, being now. I think you can find it cross cultures. It's just part of humanity. I just wanted to stress this because I've been working with this for many years, and I know how important it is that to stress the universality of mindfulness to people. Thank you. Sorry for the length of the.
Thank
Thank
you, brother. It's really, really appreciate your answering and sharing experience. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Any-
Yeah, I agree that. Yeah, that is
Okay, Benjamin, please, on site in the classroom, one student, they have a question.
okay. I
Okay.
listen.
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for your presentation. It's very appreciative. So I want to ask that when it's come in dependent origination, if you go in depth, it is talking about the emptiness. So I'm not gonna talk about this one because it is very complicated. So I want to ask, when we are talking about the dependent origination, it is mostly focused on the cause and effect. So in the dependent origination, it is starting from the ignorance. So I want to ask, what is the cause of ignorance? If there is cause of ignorance, that ignorance is not a starting point, because there is something else before the cause. So that is my question.
Sorry, I'm missing last one.
Hope you understand.
I'm missing last one because I can't hear.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try one. So when it comes in dependent origination, the starting point is like ignorance, right? In dependent origination, there is 12 keywords. The starting point is ignorance. So when we are talking about the dependence, it means cause and effect. So if there is effect, there must be a cause. And if there is cause, there must be an effect, because it is depend on each other. So therefore, in dependent origination, the ignorance is starting point. Like first you start from ignorance, there will be like 11 differences things. So I want to ask that, did this ignorance, did it have a cause, or that ignorance is not an effect? So if that ignorance don't have a cause, it is not a effect. It's not an effect. But if it is effect, and if it has a cause, then ignorance is not a starting point, because before ignorance there is cause. So that cause will be the starting point. So that's my question.
Yes. Thank you very much, Venerable. That is a very complicated question and then very difficult to answer. That is Buddha also. Someone asks to the Buddha. That is, many if some asking with the, the being, Buddha never answer. Being like the Buddha never answered with the if we die, we will reborn or not, and then if we die, we will fade away or not. So that is never answered Buddha. So the reality is, our we have the four reality. Chaita, Chitta, Rupa and Nibbana. This for reality, if when we have started, Buddha said at the Anapanasati Sanyutta, the ignorance, avijja. Buddha said when we started, Buddha said at the sutta, ignorance, avijja. If we define on the beings, on the person, like me, like you, when you get it, the last parts, so someone say, the reborn, reincarnation, someone say, Buddha mentioned it is never ended with the being. But with the Dhamma, the started from the awaker, ignorance. So that's problem. Is awaker is this is the reality as well. This is ignorance. So we can classify the awaker. This is the the amoha, not the wisdom. That is the reality. So when we start that with non-wisdom, that is so that is ignorance when we start it. So one sutta Buddha said, for I think that so samudaya is for what is that? Tamudaya, Samudaya, Dhamanupasiva. Sorry, that is not. So that is, ignorance is, when we studied, we have studied four as well. Ignorance as well. Himself, ignorance, and then one is, atta, the awager, nivaranan, sanyojananan. And then we have the craving. We have the leader is craving. Always I follow. For example, in our daily life, leader is the craving, not ignorance in the present moment. When we wake up in the morning, we want something, and then we want to buy shopping, or we want to drink some coffee. So become a craving, But we don't know Four Noble Truth. We didn't aware with the disease, with the reality. We didn't classify at the time. Became ignorance. Ignorance means not knowing the Four Noble Truth at the present as well. So at the present moment, leader is the craving, but follow ignorance, not knowing the Four Noble Truth. In the past life, we studied ignorance. Why? We didn't know Four Noble Truth. If we know the Four Noble Truth, we already liberation. We not yet liberation. So that is very sure in the past. We have studied ignorance. And then we have the karma, information, the sankhara, and the kusala sankhara, akusala sankhara. We reborn in the present moment with the five aggregate. This is reality, I say. So that is, if we understand what is benefit, I explained before, if we know in the past studied ignorance, if what is we clear? We didn't know Four Noble Truth. This is very clear, very sure. We overcome our, doubt. Vicikiccha. We overcome Vicikiccha. In the present moment, we are alive with the five aggregates. If we know it's like this, we can overcome, the wrong view, identity view, identity, because we know the reality with the mind and body. So if we can practice vipassana, we will begin a craving because of vedana picca tana. We begin a craving. If craving follow ignorance as well. If we got someone, we go to shopping, we want to buy something, so your mind is the craving, clinging at the time. You didn't practice. We don't know Four Noble Truth. At the time, follow the ignorance, wager. So we go the wrong, the samsara. That is the toilings and then never finish. If you want to stop the samsara, we would cut off the ignorance and craving. This is our roof of all beings. So thank you very much. What you understand or not, this is the deep and very profound question, and like this. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, most memorable. Yeah, I got your point. Yeah. Is this according to the sutta, we use the cause and effort. It means the divine origination and Pali, Paticcasamuppada. Actually, what is the cause? The cause is the ignorance and attachment. It means that we have to understand cause is mean the root of the sufferings. Even though avijja is mean ignorance and attachment, it means tanna. It is cause that we know according to the sutta, but this is the root of the sufferings. The root of the suffering. It means the cause and the root. Without understanding about the suffering, without understanding about the root of the suffering, you are more attached. You are more attached. If you have more attachment, you will more suffer. That is like a cause and effort, a cause, and you are like a running on disaggregate like this. So it's me, the cause me in the here, root of the sufferings. That most very also he answered that ignoring means not knowing full novitud. He said like that. Okay, thank you, Venerable. So I think we should take a break. Actually, 3 p.m. already. So okay, we have take a break 10 minutes, and after that we will start again. Okay.
Venerable Kemasiri, Danny. Yeah, we are friends in Myanmar. Yeah, happy to see you, everyone, again. So today we're going to the conclusion part. With we have only 15 minutes, 5 or 7 minutes. I will talk about conclusion part with the 7 minutes, and then we will practice 5 minutes, and then we will finish. Because this sutta is not only theoretical. This is Buddha give practically. This record by, Bande Ananda. So that is this is the practical sutta. So we should practice this. So that's why this I want to say this sutta and our conclusion part. This I already discussed with the sensation of contemplation of the sensation, and we don't focus on the Vipassana, not very focused. Yeah, that is samatha and vipassana. Yeah, I agree that. And the sensation, the feeling is the if we can divide it two parts, samatha and vipassana, tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation. If we just knowing on three factors, pleasure, unpleasure, neutral. If we knowing when we breathe in, breathe out, just knowing this is all breathe in a very pleasant feeling, breathe out. If you know it, if you know or if you knowing, this is satipatthana. This is called samatha. If overcome this knowing, how to overcome this is, or you watch and observe that's nature, that is impermanence, that is arising and passing away, that is unsatisfactoriness, that is non-self. If you notice three lakkhana, three characteristics, change to insight meditation, vipassana. During your practice, the feeling, the vedana nupassana. That is the very key. This is also, if you notice, if you contemplate, just arising and passing away, whatever you see me, I see you, just you see, this is the neutral feeling. When we see, you delete all color, just neutral. You delete all the emotion, just neutral. That is the ubekha vedana. Just seeing, just whatever we heard, that is ubekha. Whatever we smell, that is upekkha. Whatever we eat, after when we just eat, upekkha, this is the neutral feeling. After that, when it is good, that is delicious. So you change to a pleasant feeling. If we notice, so before, just when we eat, this is the unpleasant or neutral feeling, just pass away. What you like, this is good, delicious, this the foods. So you feeling is the pleasant feeling. So that's neutral feeling pass away. You have to notice that. Not only one time, again and again. That is vipassana. So that is the focus on our sixth sense door. I know ear or nose, tongue. This is the neutral feeling. Then now I'm going to say conclusion part. On the body, the pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Now in the air condition, run pleasant feeling, sometimes true core, change to unpleasant feeling. If you knowing, changing. And then inside, sometimes we happy, pleasant feeling inside in our mind base. Sometimes very sad, unpleasant feeling, sometimes just so. I don't want to talk anymore. I stay alone in my room. So what's feeling inside that neutral feeling, like this. So that is focus. Our sixth sense door only appear. So we can complete three feeling only. But alight only one mind or one feeling only. So we contemplate with the eightfold parts or the fivefold parts. This is inside also the Mahasatipatthana and Anapanasati also including with the eightfold noble paths or fivefold noble path with your what are the two? One is the two is a pinya and three is a samadhi. Right view and right thought. This is the pinya. And right mindfulness, right efforts, and right concentration is the samadhi. This is the samadhi and pinya together. Observe to that object, six sense door, whatever we feeling. So at the time, that is the wisdom mind, we can say, wisdom mind. If appear, that's the object is disappear. Because ekachita samayota. We cannot alive two mind at the same moment. When we practice that some feelings on our face or some on the body, the good feeling because of the air conditioner. So just watch and observe, just rising, passing away. Because you are observed with the five makinga or five factors. So this is the noble eightfold parts. So this is what I'm talking about, that contemplation of feeling with an anupassana. And then including with the eightfold part as well, fivefold part. And including with the seven factor, seven noble factor, according to the Anapanasati Sutta, seven noble factor. We have the sati, sambojana, sati bhojan, the sati and the wisdom, and then we have the effort, piti, pasati, and concentration, and finally equanimity. We had seven bujinga, including in the eightfold path as well. And then not only that, our bodily is arising, passing away. Only two category. Just whatever you see me, I see you, just arising. This is a neutral feeling rising. Just pass away. This is impermanent. At that time, we can see the nature. So this is we can give the name. That contemplation is, we can say that is Dhammanupassana. Yeah, previous Dr. Neminda said, we are everything, Dhamma are in there, concludes with the Dhammanupassana. This is the Ikkayanoyam Bhikkhave Mekho. That's, the practitioner and the participant asks what is that? We have the many methods, but finally, we are conclude in the Dhammanupassana. This is a rising person way and permanent. Whatever, we cannot find any five aggregates, just rising, just pass away. This is very deep part of the insight meditation. So finally, we can liberation. This is first study is the arising person away. This is called, first step of the Vipassana meditator, first step. Second step is the, if you again and again, you watch and observe and contemplate on your impermanence again, and then if you're very, many scenes, you can see many deaths, arising, passing away. This is the mature your Vipassana. Finally, they are all broke down. We cannot find any arising, passing away. This is the finally you got the first stage of Nibbana. This is only 3 steps. First is the arising, passing away. This is called, Satipatthana, Satipatthana Bhavana, and Satipatthana Bhavana Gamini Paripada. The end of the practicing. First of all, we practice Satipatthana, just knowing the body or knowing the feeling. Second is the beyond that, arising, passing away, Satipatthana Bhavana. Finally, Satipatthana Bhavana Gamini Paripada. This is the end or what you see rising, passing away. This is the totally, you gain your final moment. That is called first stream winner. You became a first stream winner. At that time, or release your wager, and there's some kind of wager, the some kind of ignorance, DT and Vichikicca, dispel those defilements. At that time you can gain, and then at that kind of person, in a happier person, in the well-being. So finally, we will practice another 3 minutes with the meditation, and I guide you 1 minute, and then all together relax. And then what we learned today, and Satipatthana Sutta and Anapanasati Sutta. So relax your body for 3 minutes, and then relax your body and strict your bedside. Close gentle your eyes. Relax your body, but your mind puts on your tip of your nasal. Regularly breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't miss any. Breathe in, breathe out. Be mindful. At a time, sun plays on your sixth sense door, not outside, inside your sixth sense door. Painful, or sun plate is very, body is very hot. Release your breathe in, breathe out. Focus those. The 1 point, very hot place or very painful place. Focus there. That is all. That is unpleasant feeling. If you notice, if you contemplate, that's arising person away rapidly. That is insight meditation. Whatever you heart, this neutral feeling just rising, just pass away. That is your contemplation on feeling. You lost your object, don't forget your host, nestle. At a time, don't focus your air. You focus on your feeling with your air. Neutral feeling, most are neutral feeling. Because your regular breathing, this is neutral feeling. Focus on your mind object, not on your tip or your nose. If you focus on tip or your nose, that is samatha bhavana. We focus inside meditation, vipassana. So this is the host object. Whatever you heart, just arising personally in your eardrum. And then you focus on the host in your mind base with the rising and falling off your breathing in, breathing out with a feeling only. Be mindful, be careful. Our time is up. Thank you very much for your participants. So now finally, we will pay homage.
Okay. Today we have a visiting lecturer from the Myanmar is Most Venerable Dr. Kondala. I would like to express my gratitude to Most Venerable Dr. Kondala. Thank you for your valuable experience for sharing to us and also give the chance to listen and for your expert and experience all your life. So thank you so much, Most Venerable. See you next time.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I'm very glad.
Okay, thank you, Venerable. So today I will be start our lecture here, and also I would like to say thank you so much who are participant in this course, and also not only the master student but also the PhD student as well. So I would like to invite you all to be homemade in here. Arahant Samba Sambuddho Bhagava Bhutan Bhagavan Dhamma Bhivademi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhamma Namasami Sobhatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sangha Namami. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.